Talk Nation, Talk Nation. Floyd Mayweather overcome by emotion as he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. You know what, man? Salute to the champ. A lot of people hate on Floyd because he did it how he did it. Probably the best defensive fighter of all time, man. Also, shout out to Sweet Pea. A lot of people criticize Floyd because he's always flashing money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, TMT, you know what I'm saying? The money man, Money May, all day. Salute to the champ, man. It ain't nothing wrong. End of the day, his middle name is Joy. You know what I mean? And that's what he did. Floyd was crying tears of joy. That's a monumental moment, getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Shout out to Andre SOG Ward, everybody else. You know what I'm saying? James Toney, everybody, man. Layla Ali came up to show love, you know what I'm saying? Embrace the brother, just to let him know, you know what I'm saying? Just take your time. You heard everybody in the crowd. Speak your truth. End of the day, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? You showed you the truth in the ring. Now speak your truth on the stage. It's not easy for any fighter to have a career like Floyd Mayweather did and to still be kind of the face of boxing. You know what I mean? Mayweather Promotions ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They will be around for a long time. You hear Oscar De La Hoya talk about possibly selling Golden Boy. I don't think you'll ever hear Floyd Mayweather talk about selling Mayweather Promotions. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Leonard Ellerby. Shout out to Tank Davis, the whole stable. But man, salute. Congratulations to Floyd, Joy, Mayweather, you know what I mean? Legendary career, hell of a fighter, you know what I'm saying? It's arguably the best that ever did it, you know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao's my favorite fighter, you know what I mean? Gotta keep it 100, but Floyd Mayweather, pound for pound, is still up there, you know what I mean? With the greats, and nobody can take that away from Floyd. He's in the Hall of Fame. Once you get to that level, once you get to that precipice, man, you know what I mean? You can't get no better. You know what I mean? Once you're in the Hall of Fame, your career, your legacy, everything that you cried, the blood, sweat, and tears, the battles in the ring. Shout out to Sugar Shane Mosley, man. He gave and embraced Sugar Shane, you know what I mean? To this day, Sugar Shane is probably, you know what I mean, the hardest puncher that ever caught Floyd clean and hurt him, you know what I mean? Had Floyd doing the stanky leg. He embraced Sugar Shane, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's all love. End of the day, once you tear the facade away, you know what I mean? All the stuff that Mayweather has been through, you know what I mean? The family situations, you know what I'm saying? Different situations with fighters and everything, man. A lot of stuff going on. Him losing, you know what I mean? Roger, you know what I mean? Like, Floyd has been through a lot in his life, you know what I mean? Dealing with situations with his daughter, but at the same time, he still held his head high. He went through all these situations in life as a champion, you know what I mean? Just because you leave the ring and you step out of the ring, that does not mean that you're no longer a champion. A championship mindset is really what makes a champion. Kobe solidified that. The Mamba mentality, you know what I mean? Floyd, yes, he did bring a money aspect to the game that forever changed the game of boxing. And to a degree, you know what I'm saying, it most certainly has disrupted boxing a little bit, you know what I mean? Because dudes is thinking about the bag before boxing, and you should be thinking about boxing before the bag. Let your team handle the money. But that's what Floyd brought to the table, because guess what, man? Dudes, fighters ain't got no benefits in a boxing ring. When you lead a game, you can't go to the hospital, you know what I mean, and show your boxing healthcare card and get the best service. No, you got to spend that money out of pocket. So Floyd has solidified getting that bag at the end of the day. And fighters, fans, the media, his peers, everybody know that's a part of Floyd's legacy on the game, making sure that fighters are financially secure so they can have the best lives when they leave the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Whether it's getting the house you want, the car you want, or just being able to take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? Your legal responsibilities, your healthcare responsibilities. Floyd has made sure that fighters had that money on their mind. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, The better fighter you are, the bigger the bag is going to be. You look at what Canelo did when he lost to Floyd. When he lost to Floyd, that forever changed the landscape of Canelo Alvarez's career. After that loss, everything changed for Canelo. He became a totally different fighter. And now, look where he's at. His only loss coming recently by Dimitri Bivol. Yes, Canelo did step up, and the weight could have been an issue, but you know what? He stepped up. He took that chance. Ain't nobody made Canelo do it. He stepped up and he got beat. But you look at the track record, and you look at the span in between that loss between Floyd and Bivol, and that's exceptional. You know what I mean? And Floyd Mayweather is responsible for that, for taking Canelo's game to another level. I tell you guys all the time, it ain't nothing wrong with losing, but depending upon who you lose to can help your career or it can hurt your career. That's why it's best to fight the best, because if you lose fighting the best competition and you put on a hell of a fight, you put on a hell of a show, guess what? At the end of the day, people not going to be mad at you because you got into the ring, you displayed your skill, you displayed your toughness, you got the job done, or you didn't get the job done. But if you fought the best, you will always be remembered with the best. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder losing to Tyson Fury. Yes, people will remember the loss, but people are going to remember the competition that he faced that brought upon that loss. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Floyd Mayweather, man. Salute to the champ. Congratulations on a hell of a career. Put your feet up. Girl Collection on deck. Talk Nation, stand up as your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do your best and stay humble. Stay motivated. Protect yourself at all times. Guard up and mask up. Why? Because there's a war going on our side, and ain't nobody safe from it. Talk Nation. Peace. 12 rounds is going down with our body bars. Weak channel, stay with a bodyguard.